Hi, I'm Barry Crockford, and we're going to do a series of videos about leading business people who are clients of my company, Bardi Management, and how they've handled growth. Today we're out at Glenorrey in New South Wales, and we're in the premises of Bill Parker from Parker Camellias and Camellias Are Us. And we're going to ask Bill about how he's coped and what he's done with his business over the years. Bill, what's the process and what's the thing in terms of the planning that goes in to growing camellias?
The way we do it is about a 5-year plan. We put them into trays, they go 12 months, and then our first crop to sell is about 12 months old. So it is a long-term project.
So this would present a major problem for you, I would think, in terms of funding and money flow, cash flow, that sort of thing?
When we first started, we thought that 1,000 camellias would be plenty. 1,000 camellias was certainly not enough. So we needed to plan for the future. We need a lot of staff, so we needed to build our numbers up to be able to support the staff level and the costings.
So in essence, in terms of Bardi Management, what role did they play in helping you do that, Bill?
One of the things I needed was someone that I could turn to very regularly, someone that I could call on and give me advice all through the year. I came across Bardi Management and he was able to give us ongoing support 12 months of the year.
And you found this to be a very valuable part of growing the business?
Well, we needed to have it that way. There were little issues in business and they come up all the time, so we were able to get on the phone and ring Bardi.
Bill, you're in an industry now that has changed significantly. How are you now facing that issue? I mean, we've gone from the days of the little garden centre to the large, effectively big boxes. What's the planning process for you now?
Where we used to have a small garden centre that operated, people do a lot more on weekends. That they're all going, so we've had to change. So what we're doing now, which I didn't think 20 years ago, I didn't think I'd be supplying a lot of the hardware chains. I mean, hardware is totally different from nursery, but that's the way it's changing. So with that, and of course the size plant we're selling. I mean, we were selling a lot of smaller plants. These days, because the yards are a lot smaller, people want bigger and more advanced and bushier plants. They won't need to put 20 or 30 in, they may only want 2 or 3. So these changes we've had to adapt to.
So effectively now, where you might have sold a camellia within 12 months in a 5-inch pot, you're now waiting 5 and 6 years.
Yes, 5 or 6 years, and they want big, they want quality.
So the garden shows on television with the instantaneous gardens have had an impact?
Oh yes, definitely. People, of course, like us all, we don't want to wait. We want things to be instant. So we want to buy an instant plant, a plant that's going to look good now, not in 2 or 3 years' time.
Yeah. So, of course, we've gone through this, I suppose, structuring situation where currently we're building the new warehouse, and I think you feel that is quite an advancement for you in terms of getting on with the business? Definitely
is. I mean, we really have to think about doing things a little bit better. You know, the warehouse is certainly an expansion of the business that I feel we need.
Because one of the other things you've done is you've developed Camellias Are Us, yes, which is sort of a retailing type operation, and in that sense you've also created a specialist area both for trade and for retail customers to come and actually inspect rather than walking through the ferneries.
Being a specialist camellia grower, we rely very much on showcasing our stock. Well, the garden centres now, where they used to put a nice showcase of our stock in, only putting very few in. I get constant phone calls for people that regularly are looking for stock that they were told wasn't available. So we've now had to start a website called camelliasrus.com.au and be a provider for information that unfortunately our public are not getting elsewhere.
So in all, as far as you're concerned, Bill, it's a bit of a plug, I suppose, the work that we've done for you in over 10 years we've been working with you has paid off. It's been beneficial to you.
Look, we needed to have the support of someone or some group that could give us that ongoing support, and we have had incredible support from Bardi Management, and yes, it's been an incredible experience. I don't believe we would have got to where we have today if it wasn't for a good support base.
Well, Bill, thanks for being with us today. I hope that people will see what you've done, which I think is really important in terms of your business and how it's growing and the sorts of things that you will do. I mean, camelliasrus.com.au is a place to go and see Bill's product, and of course you can go see us on bardi.com.au as well, which is our website address. So thanks for listening and watching, and we'll talk to you again soon with our next video.